This podcast provides a platform that will share many different points of views that should empower you, uplift you, make you want to go out and do right. When you hear the term still a man, say, yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Let's go.
What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of the Still a Man podcast. So before we even get started tonight, let me send a shout out to I forget her name, but she was the first Black newscaster. It was a female.
Shirley something, her name was Shirley.
No, that's Shirley Chisholm.
No,
Not Shirley Chisholm.
She was the first woman that ran for president.
Yeah.
We're not doing it. We're not gonna do this.
I
Alright, so
know what the name was because I just seen it on the news.
All right, so either way, shout out to her. She passed away. But tonight's show, the topic is my mama and daddy don't like you. Now, just so we stay on topic, I am referring to my mama and daddy don't like you as a mate for me. That's what we're talking about. So that's why the mama and daddy don't like them. All right, we got some questions. We got one video, and we're gonna have some fun tonight. And this is the last week of Women's History Month. I don't know if they gave them enough fanfare, but it is coming to an end. I will say this. I don't think there's a month on the calendar where it's devoted towards men. So shout out to the women. Y'all's women's movement is really it's doing something for you. All right, let's go. All right, so let me ask y'all a question real quick. Do you think that mothers or fathers interfere more in their children's lives where it comes to picking their mates? So do you believe it's the mother or the father that does so? We're gonna, Jameer, you still with us?
Yep, I'm here.
All right, let's get you to answer a couple of questions while you're on your journey. So that question, which of the two parents do you think interfere more when it comes to choosing their children's mates?
I would definitely, well, it depends on, you're talking about the man and the woman, but I would definitely think the moms will interfere the most, but it is up to the children to be able to navigate through that and understand, once you leave the nest, then you need to make your own decisions. But if you're you're still under that nest, then you're subject to scrutiny. So once you leave the nest, I feel like you have to be big boy or big girl and put on your big boy pants and your big girl pants and make your own decision. I don't think it's necessarily bad to get advice from your parents, but definitely make your own decisions and not be influenced by your parents, but knowing that they instilled in you the right values in what you're supposed to believe in, then to make your own decision. After that, they need to stay out of your business. I do not believe in bringing relatives, family, friends into your relationship. No.
Well said. Well said. All right, Robert, it's on you. Do you think the mom or dad interferes where it comes to picking their child's mate?
It depends where you live and what city, state, or country. I'm going to say the moms more or less speak on if the woman is good enough for their son. The father is going to speak on is the man good enough for his daughter. And that's how it goes in most situations. And that's my answer.
All right. Patsy?
Um, I'm not quite sure because it's like I just had my mom raising me, but as an adult, she really didn't get too involved with my son. She knew it was like one or two of my dating partners, but she didn't really get influenced. She gave advice, but she didn't really influence here or there, you know?
Okay. Timmy? Mom or dad?
Yeah, both. I say both because, like Robbie said, the mother's gonna do her duty as a mother to, grill the chick for her son, and the father's gonna grill the dude or he might put his sons to grill the dude. So it's going to be both because the mother and father, your sisters and brothers don't want to see you with someone that ain't going to treat you right. So your sister's going to be riding with your mother grilling, and your brothers are going to be riding with your father's grill. So I say both.
Okay. Well said. All right. Tanya?
Let me see. I'm gonna say, for me, I'm gonna say both.
Okay. Reason being?
Did you ask anybody else the reason being?
They kind of just gave their reason right along with
Okay, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. With me, I was with my boys, I didn't get too involved when I should have. And with my daughter, I put my 2 cents in and it was rejected.
Okay.
So, and I know from a man point of view, for my husband, that he is going to be involved. He only got girls, so yes, he's gonna put his 2 cents in.
All right.
And if it comes to the boys, he'll say what he got to say and let them make their own decisions because they're grown now.
Okay. Sean?
Sorry about that. I say both, but more of the mother to where as fathers we'll give our 2 cents, but we'll send a lot of our messaging through the mother.
The mother.
Sounds about right. All right.
Yep.
I think I got all the ladies. Gregory, mom or dad?
I think I agree with everybody on the panel when they're saying both mothers are more stern towards the boys and fathers like to protect their little girls. So it's definitely both. And then sometimes that's the usual thing. Sometimes it can be different where the mother looks at her daughter different or something, or the daughter doesn't really want to listen to the mother or something like that. Stuff like that happens.
Okay, so I just want to be clear before I give the answer. How many people says that it's both?
Both.
It was all the panel said it, right?
I think
Yeah.
so. Patsy,
Well,
you said it.
I kind of said because I didn't have
She's on.
that father.
But
I said it was my mother, you know, but it could be both. You know, I kind of agree with it to a point where everybody gave a reason So
And
yeah,
so
for the
so
most
so
part, yeah, everybody said both of them.
so no, so everybody is in agreement that it's both.
Yeah.
Jameer, you still with us? I think we lost
I think
Jameer.
she stepped out.
All right, so if you guys are all in agreement, you would be happy to know that you're wrong. It's
I was right.
it's and see and being that this is woman's
It's
history.
to the interpretation of the
I'm gonna get
individual.
That's right.
No, it's not. It's facts. Women are more inclined to interfere in their children's choosing of their mate, both daughters and sons. So it's
Yeah.
the women.
That's
That-
wherever they took that survey at.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
wherever
that's
area
a
they did that
survey.
in. Because if you take that in, all different parts of the world is gonna come back different.
Different,
Okay.
right.
All right. If that's what you guys believe to be so. All right, let me ask you another question. Do you think that daughters or sons value the perspective, the input, the advice of their parents when it come as it relates to choosing their mate? Robert?
I'm gonna go with the girl. I'm gonna go with the daughter. I'm gonna say the daughter. Um, it's the daughter. I may be wrong, could be both, but I'm gonna go with the daughter.
All right, so stand on that. Stand on that. Gregory?
I'm gonna actually go with the son because I've seen a lot of females not want to listen to their mother and tell people to not listen to their mother.
What?
So
Go on.
leave it alone. Leave it
I
alone.
mean,
Timmy?
That's my experience, bro. I'm just saying.
Daughter.
Timmy said daughter. Okay. Sean?
I think it's the son.
You think it's the son?
Mm-hmm.
So we got two for daughter and
Two
two
sons.
we got two for daughter and we got two for son. All right, let's get the ladies' perspective. Patsy?
I think it could be either way. Depends on the personality of the child. The more rebellious that child is, later on in life, either the boy or the girl, depending on who is the most rebellious against the mother's values, will later on down the line will value their mother's advice down the road because they rebelled so much. So it could be the girls. It's mostly the girls, but sometimes the boys are rebellious too. But they will take that advice and run with it, even though they're rebellious at first, especially as they're teenagers.
Okay. Tanya?
Neither.
You the only one that said neither. All right.
Wow.
Did
Yeah.
I get everybody? Yes.
yes, I guess you did. Oh, Gina.
Welcome, Gina.
Hi, sorry, I just came in.
Yes.
Do you think that the children yes, do you think that sons or daughters value their parents input where it comes to choosing their mate?
I think both do.
Mm.
Okay.
Both.
So that's everybody, right? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we had two that said daughters, and we had two that said sons, and then we had one that said neither. Then we had one that said both, right? Patsy, what was yours again?
I was the one that said both.
And
Okay,
Gina.
so you have two that said both. Okay. For those of you that said it's the son, you'll be happy to know that you are wrong. It is the daughter.
You know it.
I know.
Facts.
Daddy,
I know.
daddy.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because and again, the son don't
But
care that much about what the mother and father thinks because he's made his choice. Just
See,
like
I know
they
that
made
from
theirs.
living with my daughter. So
Mhm,
I'm gonna speak on what I see, and all her girlfriends came to me for advice. So I knew it was the girl.
mhm. All right, so ladies, the ones that said it's both. I mean, I guess this your answers are based on your experiences. Let me ask you
they
guys
were
this.
part. They got part right, so they didn't lose either way.
I
They
said
were
neither
part.
because it was based
Tanya said neither. So
because
And
it was
it
based
stunned
on
me.
my experience.
yeah, and
When you
that's
said
and
what you
I
said in
know. I know,
choosing the
Tanya.
mate, they don't
yeah,
look for my advice in choosing the
and
mate. It's after they done chose the mate that they come and get advice.
But
listen.
Right.
he
But
asked
they.
you
Your
too. He
answer.
asked you too. Was it the father or the woman? That means based on your experience with your husband or something, you would have been an answer if the daughter was confined in one of the parents anyway.
No, I said, do the children value the
Mother or the
input
father.
of no of the parents? Is it the daughter or the son? Which of them value it?
Well, it's plural still when you say parents. She's only one half of the parenting.
Yeah, but we was talking about do the children, which of the children value
Who is
the
making up
opinion?
these statistics, man?
It's
Where we
Huh?
going?
so do you so I will say this to you. Every Tuesday, you get a text, tells you what the show is about. Take the liberty, take some initiative and do the research. And you'll find surveys and stuff like that. And then you can dispute
You'll
this
be able to argue
using
your
facts.
stats with
I'm
proof.
not trying to argue anything. I just want to know
Well,
where
you
we
know, you'll
Well,
be able to
let's
say, well, on this,
remember how
list, it
you
was a
used
little
to
bit
tell me
different.
state your
so let's move
your
on to the
sources.
next one. Let me ask you this. Gina, you with us there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, I'm gonna go to you first. What do you think are some contributing factors as it relates to why my mom and my daddy don't like
Bless you.
Bless you.
so God bless you.
Did
So
it?
if my mom and my daddy don't like you for me, what could be some
Mm.
contributing factors? And then that's why wouldn't your mother or your daddy like your mate for you? Current, past,
Um,
future. What would be some reasons why?
they could not like you for a lot of reasons. They could not like you because you may come off like you don't have any home training. You may come off like, the way you dress, the way you act towards their daughter or son. Um, my mother don't like my son's father because of because he's the way he is, towards me and his son. So that's why
Now,
she
is
don't like.
that now is that those biases and those prejudices that's just pertaining to him or all dudes that you've been with?
Well, no, she has liked my past boyfriends. Um, but I never had no children with no other person. So I feel like because I had a child with this specific person, she expect the best, them to be a father, them to be a good person, a good role model. And she doesn't see that in, this person. So
Okay, that's
yeah,
fair.
but she has her, but I will say she has her hangups with other people that I've dated before, but which is natural, I think for everybody to like, okay, well, this is something I just, not to not like them, but if you're concerned about something, she'll bring it to my attention.
Okay. Patsy, what would be some reasons why your mama disliked the guys that you brought around, dated, or tried to date you?
Disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
The way you talked, and acted,
Mm-hmm.
and especially if she saw you did not talking well to me, and then you're coming into my mother's house, and then you're not showing her respect either. Oh no, you're not coming here and disrespecting me, and you just sure enough ain't gonna disrespect my daughter. You know. Yep, that's about it.
Tanya.
I'm from a mother's point of view. I'm gonna say respect and how they treat your child. Um, from a man's point of view, I'm gonna say maybe the father see too much, especially a piece of trifling father. He see too much of himself in the guy,
Good one.
or not what word, not striving to for better. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It could be a number of things, but those would be my main two.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, Sean.
I think it would be what would make a parent not like your mate or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever they are, is like everybody else said, the way you carry yourself, the level of respect or the lack thereof that you have for, their child and those around them, and just how you are as an overall person. If you just come across as, someone that they just don't think that they could ever rock with, that's enough in itself.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Sean, good one. Oh, the spirit. The spirit is wrong.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Timmy, what would be some reasons why your parents dislike your mate?
Well, for me, I'm a judge. I'm a good judge of character. I can I can tell somebody's aura, their aura that they throw off, what they are about. And then when they open up their mouth, it just even let me know even more that that person is not the one. But I'm a good judge of character. I always hit it right on the nail anyway. And my mom's she's not really one to get involved, but she accepts people until they show their real truth. Then that's when she has an issue with somebody. But it's you with her is she accepts you, and as long as you show respect towards her, she's gonna show it back. And you show love to her, she's gonna show it back. But the minute you show disrespect, then all that love and respect that she had for you is out the door.
Okay. Gregory.
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with Uncle T and Sean and just add etiquette. Definitely the way you talk. If you did, and I want to add in if my mother likes you, my grandmother's gonna like you. So it's definitely something in the genetics or something. The way that they see people to come into the family.
You think so, huh? Okay, we're gonna come back to that. Robert,
Are we talking about our parents or ourselves or just parents in
we're
general?
talking about what would be your parents. What would be some reasons why your parent dislike your mate? Past,
Um,
present.
I'm gonna answer it the way I would think they would have answered it. I'm gonna just go with a quick short answer. They don't like a bum. They don't like an opportunist, and the overall just the fake persona.
Okay. All right. So y'all nailed some of them. So you'd be happy to know that the number one and number two reason why parents dislike their children mates are because of the protective instinct. Mom and dad feels like this person's not for you. Their protective instincts kick in, and mama bear, papa bear got to protect the cub. Then, because they have unmet expectations. So you don't live up to the expectations of the mother and father, meaning the prospective mate. So they don't like you because of that reason. Now, here's some other contributing factors. I think Robert touched base on this earlier on the earlier questions. Due to culture and religion, that may be a reason why, a disqualifying reason. So that might be a part of the reason why they just basically eliminate you from the choosing. You're not a good choice because you're not of the culture. So that probably consists of the race too. And because y'all don't have the same religious beliefs, that can be a disqualifying factor as well. Another reason is because a breakdown in communication. I don't like you because I don't like the way you talk to my daughter. I don't like you because I don't like the way you talk to my son. I don't like you because, as someone said, Gregory said, etiquette.
Yeah, etiquette.
You don't,
Yes.
when you come
Yes, sir.
in, you do not speak to those that are already present. And you feel like you don't have to speak to anybody upon being spoken to. So that will get you cursed out in my family because the women in our family did big on that stuff like that. Don't
Yeah, you
worry
ain't
about it.
coming in talking all stank sitting at this kitchen table. You
And
about to
don't
get
worry about it
kicked
anyways.
out,
You
cussed
don't
out.
in our family, you don't have to spend too much time wondering if they don't like you or not, because they're gonna tell you.
Yeah.
They're gonna tell you. And some women, and I felt sorry for them when I saw it. It's like, oh, really? God, you couldn't even give them 1 year. You already telling them about themselves.
They done read their aura. They done read what they was about. Just looking at it.
That's how my
Check
brother
the
was
aura,
too.
fam.
And then another reason may be due to the fact your looks. They don't think you're attractive enough for their child.
Now this is just wrong. Now you're bashing people.
No.
That's
I seen
that's
some
not fair to say.
You're
what the hell?
Say one at a time, because you can't hear. What was you saying, Gina?
I said that's not fair to say. If somebody they're not good looking enough.
Listen.
You wasn't pretty.
I
All
was.
right, hold on. Stay right there.
Can I help her a little bit? Gina, I'm gonna say this to you real
I
quick.
have never heard of that.
Robbie. Hold on,
Because I
Gina.
was gonna let you know
You done
something.
jumped out there. You done jumped into the deep end.
Listen to this. They might be good enough looking for you, good looking for you. But if you had a father or someone like mine, you bring this person around over there and like, God damn it. Now what the hell? What is that over there?
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa, what did I just bring? I brought them into the flame.
Now, Gina, you might feel that way now, but you got a son. Wait until you start bringing them little ladies around. You might not think none of them are good enough for him.
I'll bring home a bag lady. A bag lady.
I don't know if I'm gonna be like, oh, she's not good enough. I mean, if she treats my son well, I'm not gonna be like, oh man, she's not pretty enough for my son.
What's your,
That
what's
seems
your,
kind of
what's,
mean.
Don't bring
hold on,
no
hold on,
trash ass
hold
Yeah,
on,
you
girls
don't want
around
her
my house.
missing teeth and
hold on. What's your last name?
snagger mouthed.
Ruined it.
Exactly. Like I said, did you miss the part where
Tell
I
me
said these women in this
what they
family are
can't
very
get right up
opinionative?
to.
Right.
You might think you saying it in your head, and then next thing you know, Mom, I can't believe you said that about her. You said
He
that
brought
about
home some bald headed
Right?
57-year-old
Them came
lady.
in looking
He's
like
only
poof.
20.
You should have
Mm,
met my mother. Oh my God.
If, well, if she look like Sade, then it's okay.
mm.
Oh yeah, definitely.
My
well,
God.
all right. So let's go back to it. What's another reason? What we say, etiquette and stuff like that, the way they talk to them and stuff like that. Miss
Wait, little Lord.
Miss met what I say? Expectations. Another is due to how much money you make, your social status, and stuff like that. Some women don't want their children to date somebody that is not that doesn't have a job. That may be a disqualifying factor right then and there. You bring them
If he
home
work
and
at McDonald's,
let's have some fun with this.
Hey, that's a job, ain't it?
Let's
Can't
have
work
some
at
oh
fun.
no,
McDonald's,
they'd be like,
but
Let's
you
he
have
work
still
some
at
take
fun.
her to the
McDonald's. Oh,
Cheesecake Factory.
why
Let's
you
have some
want to
fun
date
with
a nigga
this.
that work at McDonald's?
Hold on. We don't need to use the N word to describe them. Not yet. Let's have some fun with this. Ladies, y'all ready? So we got Gina, we got Patsy, we got Tanya. Tanya, you still with us?
Yep.
All right, and guys, you get ready because you're gonna get your chance too. Just hold tight. All right, so we're gonna go to Tanya first. If your son was living with a woman that had no job, and he was the breadwinner, he was the one that had the job, how would you feel about this woman just sitting home and living off of him?
And she not participating or nothing.
I think I gave
She
you an
not
easy
taking care of the
question.
house.
You take it as you want to dissect it. This woman don't have no job. She's a stay-at-home mate, and she's basically living off of him. How does that sit with you? How do you feel about that? Watch this, guys. Go ahead, Tanya.
I don't know. I don't know how I would. If he love it, if he like it, I love it because obviously she's doing something for him emotionally, physically, mentally. That he's okay with that.
Okay.
I noticed you say
I told you to wait. It's a method to the madness. I know y'all gonna want to get at him, but wait, gentlemen, because they gonna have equal opportunity for you too. Same question, Patsy. Well, Patsy, in your situation, let's if your brother has a job and the woman that he's dealing with doesn't have a job and he's taking care of her and she's living off of him, how would you feel about that?
I say, is she making him happy and he's willing to put up with that as long as, whatever they agree for her to be doing at the house and she's pleasing him in other ways besides the housework and whatever it is. She keeping the house nice or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And she's doing stuff that making him happy, cooking stuff that make him happy. I'm happy.
Okay, you notice that
whatever works between them is okay by me as long as she treating him right too.
All right, y'all hear that? Two of the ladies on the panel said they have similar responses to that question. All right, Gina, you gonna round it out, darling. Here you go, same question. Baby boy, has a woman living with him. She don't got no job. He's got the job and she's living off of him and she is a stay-at-home mate.
I feel like if that's what he's okay with, then I will be okay with it because if you're a stay-at-home mate, that means you're taking care of the kids. You're cooking, you're cleaning, you're know, doing the other
That's a
stuff. You're not
job.
just sitting. Exactly. So you're not just sitting at home doing nothing and then just spending all his money. And you got a nanny and all this kind of stuff, and you ain't taking care of your kids. You just, you know, you're just living off of him, not doing anything. That's different from, being a stay-at-home parent, which is a job.
Okay,
So I would be okay with it as long as she's pulling her weight on the other side of it.
okay. Robert, you wanted to answer something too what one of the ladies said?
Oh, what Tanya said. I know. I said I noticed she didn't add, and as long as she was there for him spiritually, she
Uh,
didn't add that in there like she would have put it in
But
some.
that's assumed. That is
Listen,
assumed, Robert.
she didn't say it though. I didn't hear it.
I
No.
But
thought you was about
but
to
you
drop
but
some
I don't
jewels.
have to say it because you know that's where I'm at.
That's what
Okay.
you tell
Exactly.
T. That's what you
Don't make her
lead with.
sumo flex you,
That's what
bro.
you lead with. All right,
Let me
so here you
first
go. See, you
answer.
lost your So any of the guys on the panel, any other guys, do you have anything to say to the ladies regarding their answers? Timmy, Sean, Gregory.
Oh,
As
we can
long as she,
something
as
to
long
them.
as she,
So
go ahead, Uncle T.
so for me,
No, you supposed to be answering. Do you have?
for 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 any person, being man or woman, why in the hell would you want somebody to support you? Because you know when it's over, that support goes along with it.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
So if you have your own,
Mm.
then you won't have to depend on that person. And then you could do when things over, you got things to fall back because you have your own money, and that person, he or she can go on about their business. But I'd say for any man or woman, get your own money. Don't be fooled by, having somebody take care of you because you get dependent on it, and then when things get hard, because things things gonna get hard at some point, especially if you taking and not, bringing bringing nothing financially to the table, and that person is doing it by itself. Then problems gonna come. That's gonna come. So get your own. Get your own.
So
Don't depend
Dave,
on nobody.
Dave, what?
I'm
Go.
listening. You kind of took it in another direction, but go ahead, Robert. You turned your phone on mute.
So excited that you
We're
didn't
gonna
answer
come
I
back.
was gonna say, as long as she's keeping my mental straight, I'm seeing her ovulate.
Sean, can you make sense of this? So I was asking you guys, did you have any rebuttal for the women? Based upon
Nah, that
the
was about the female, right? You asked if the
What?
guy was going over there and taking care of her. I just said as long as she's keeping my mental straight, I'm
I wasn't
seeing her.
asking, I was asking you,
Uh,
did you have anything to say to the
We
women's
talking.
answers?
That's
But
what I
Right.
had to say.
Robert's
that's
back.
that's his answer.
Go ahead, Robert.
What? I
Yeah.
mean, that's Gregory. That's his answer. I had to mute my thing because Cody was cutting up. But
Acting up. Yeah.
can I ask something? Are you gonna ask us this question, or we
I,
just
I'm
supposed to?
gonna, I'm
Nah.
gonna,
Nah.
I'm gonna get to the guys, but I want
Okay,
you
so
all to
this is
have.
what I'm gonna say overall. Period. Um, for the
You
women
might
that
not
answer
want
the
to do
way.
that because you'll be answering the next question. So just,
Okay, then come
do
to
you
me
have
first.
anything to
No,
say to
no,
the
no,
women's
no,
answers?
no,
Sean,
nope.
what about you,
No,
Sean?
sir.
You're straight?
Nope.
All right,
I'm good.
we're gonna go to the guys now. Ladies, get ready, watch this. So, I'm gonna go to you first, Robert.
Yes, please.
Don't worry, I'm coming. So your daughter moves in with a guy that got 3 children. He ain't working. Everybody's living off of her, what she's bringing home. How do you feel about that? Watch this, ladies.
I'm gonna probably call her home to my home, and we're gonna have a conversation that's gonna go sort of like this. Des, it's nice that you're a caring and loving person and you want to see the good in others and you want them experience what you're living like and all that. That's just fine. But at the end of the day, when it's a team doing this together, you guys get to go so many more places. You get to experience so much more things in your home, meaning it'll be more easier to take care of three of those kids that ain't yours that you're playing mother to. You're doing a lot over there. This man became complacent and figured that he has a provider that's gonna deal with his children. The best thing you can do is kind of help him, motivate him into getting a job. You can still be there for the kids, but if he gets an income, trust me, you'll feel a lot better, less burning on your backside. I don't want to have to feel like I'm helping you out all the times to make up what you're giving away over there and
There it is.
you're coming back over here saying, Dad, I had to do X amount of spending over there. You think that you can help me with this bill, or I need gas in my car, or today we don't have enough food to feed again. Could you help me, help me, help me, help me? He has to get up and help himself, his children, and you as a partner in a relationship. He cannot think that that's life. It will become soaring to my eyes, painful to my hearing. I would advise my daughter, your relationship has ran its course. You can only do so much. It's time to move on.
Okay. Gregory, same scenario. Your daughter is
I
living with.
can tell
You
this
gonna let me
story.
finish, or you want to answer? You got it.
I got you
All
on.
right, go ahead.
I'm gonna tell it from my side because I kind of went through something similar. I'm working. This girl that I just met, she just lost her job and she got three kids. And my mother did not like this situation at all. She's like, you shouldn't be messing with this girl. Da, 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 da. So I went through that actually. That's what you're talking about.
Okay, but you not a girl, so I want to
No, I
ask.
just told you
All
from the
right,
opposite side from my situation. That's what I said at the beginning.
all right, that's a great answer for that one. But still, I want you to answer the question. If you had a daughter,
So in other words, like I told you earlier, it's a genetic thing. I'm just gonna feel naturally like my mother, anyways, or my father.
so would
No,
you
I'm
be
not. I'm not
open to?
accept.
Would you?
I'm not gonna accept this for my
Okay,
child. This is not what we're doing. You're not taking care of this family.
okay, and that is geared towards your daughter. That's the perspective whereas your daughter's concerned.
Yes.
All right, I just
David
want.
goes back to the two words I said: opportunities and a bum.
All right, Sean, same question. This man is living off of your beloved daughter. He ain't got no job. He got three children, and she moves in with him, and she's the only one with the job. How you feel about that scenario, that
Not,
situation?
not happy about it if that's what that situation has the potential to be from here on out. I'll have a small conversation with her to see where exactly her mind is, meaning my daughter, and be like, you weren't raised like this by no one in our family. And then I'm that dude that I will go speak to old boy myself
Mm-hmm.
with or without her approval.
Mm-hmm. Now you heard that, right, ladies? You're gonna get a chance to respond to that. All right, Timmy, it's on you. Well, all right, Timmy, I'm gonna give you another shot at it. Your daughter is living with a guy. The guy's three children. He don't got no job, and she's the only one with income in the house. How do you feel about that situation?
Come on, baby. Come on home. You don't have to be there. Now, uh, because for me, I can't stand a person taking advantage of somebody that's working. Okay, granted that they want to see help you out in the process, but you're bringing them down where they can barely help themselves because the when they was supporting themselves, they didn't have to go to their family members and whatnot because they're supporting themselves. Now they're supporting you. You don't have no job. They got to go to the family. So of course, if they go to their family, the family's gonna wonder what the hell is going on. This dude ain't working. Of course, you're gonna have to tell because you're constantly coming over borrowing.
Mhm.
You know, so
I think
it,
You get
so
hold on, G.
so I think if push comes to shove, see, some parents don't like to get involved with their kids' relationship too deep because it could be a double-edged sword where it can go
Cameron, go to
left.
sleep.
And so now, you try to guide them, just guide them. Don't, let them know that you're not accepting it and give them your guidance that where if you tell them enough and from what you've shown them and taught them growing up, that should be enough for them to see along with you telling them, remember, reminding them that that's not how you was raised and you was raised better than that. So those type of reminders are great to pitch out there, not get too deep involved. You only get deep involved when they put their hands on
Uh, hold on. We're gonna come to that. That was the next. Go ahead, Gina. You had something to say about that? What the guys were saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think that anybody that has anybody with 3 children or whatever amount of children, and they don't have any job, and they're concerning themselves with the relationship, has their priorities.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Hell yeah, that's a good way to put it, cuz.
if you
Wait,
don't,
I missed that. What she say? Say
if
that
you're
again.
concerned, yeah, if you're concerning yourself with the relationship and you don't have a job and you have children that you have to provide for, your priorities are all messed up. That
Oh,
shouldn't be your first concern. Your concern should be
the
getting what
kids.
you need to get for your children.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
you worrying about going with Jerome, and Jerome ain't got no got his stuff together. What makes you why would he choose you? That's my thought process. Like, why would he choose you with 3 kids and you ain't trying to better yourself?
Well, in that scenario where we was referring to, the daughter was the one that was taking care of Jerome and his 3 kids. So there's clear reason why Jerome would choose her.
Right.
He's an opportunist. So he
And the
feels
other
like,
way around too.
mhm,
Exactly.
mhm, mhm. All right, got another one for you. Stay right there. I'm gonna go to the ladies. You ready, Patsy? You ready, Gina? You ready, Tanya? Guys, get ready for
Uh-huh.
this. All right, so Timmy alluded to it. Okay, what would be a reason why you dislike this man in this situation, or this young lady? Um, you call your what's the name, your child, your child, and when they answer the phone, you hear a whole bunch of screaming and cursing and like dishes and stuff breaking. How does that make you feel about that union and that possible mate for your child, be it your daughter or your son? You overhear a dispute that involves furniture moving, harsh words, and screaming and crying. Now I told you it could be your son or it could be your daughter. How how would that affect you as a parent? What's the first?
Either way, I'm pulling up.
Oh,
If
okay.
it's my daughter, if it's my son, I'm pulling up and getting them out of the situation. Period. I'm
Okay.
that parent.
You
I'm
pulling
showing up.
up. You pulling up.
Pulling up.
That's your answer. Stand on that. Robbie,
Yep.
what about you? Hold on, G.
My answer, it can be both ways, but I'm gonna tell you a little something. First, um, it's kind of like murder in my brain cells real quick. I instantly go to I don't like you with a serious amount of hate now because you're making my daughter feel pain that I try to protect her from all her goddamn life. Now I'm so disgusted. If I can't get to you, I'm thinking how when you do come around me, how I can do you wrong. So then on the other end, like Timmy said, is like a double head. You damn if you do, you damn if you don't. You can run over there and in the mix of you getting there, all what you heard over the telephone was a lot for your ears. But when you ring that doorbell, everybody sitting down, eating dinner, hugging, lovey-dovey, and you like, what the is this? Or you can go over there and put hands all over and around that motherfucker. 2 weeks later, or even a day later, they're still in a goddamn relationship.
Okay, so let me be clear about that. The feelings that you felt, that it brought about in you upon hearing something like that is you hate, disgust, and the protective instinct, Papa Bear factor comes into play. And Gina, protective mode is she goes protective mode as well because she's going to pull up on them. All right, let's go to Patsy. What feelings do you get? What's stirred up in you when you overhear a conversation like that or a disturbance like that, and it involves your child, be it your daughter or your son? You hear furniture?
I am pulling up. I'm finding it's many people that's gonna back my ass up, and we going to gang up at that motherfucker, whoever the hell, beating up and yelling and fussing and cussing and disrespecting my child. I don't know. Me and 5 or 6 others are gonna come over there, beat your ass, put you in the trunk, and when you disappear, we're gonna look for you, and you in the trunk of my car.
Okay.
No, bitch, you dead.
Oh, I'm so.
Patsy,
Hold
Patsy,
on, Bobby.
No,
I
you
gotta
in
That's
tell
my
you
right,
this
trunk,
time.
Patsy.
baby.
Let
I gotta
them
put
know.
a.
You in my trunk, and
Wow,
we gonna be looking for you where everybody talking about, oh, what happened to so and so? I don't know. We gotta look for him. But yeah,
And
he in
bang,
my
bang.
trunk.
I just want
well,
to
Shit
take
like
this
that, shit like
time
that.
before we go any further
yep,
to
a
say
disclosure.
that this is a disclaimer that these are the views of the panel members, and theirs alone. They no way represent the
You in my
views
trunk.
oh
of the
yeah,
Still Man podcast.
Patsy
Now I
went to
want y'all
town
to
right
know.
there, boy.
Let me tell you, Patsy said the feelings that is going to stir up in her is kill, kill, kill,
Real
murder,
violent.
murder, murder, and then she's
Hello.
going to be a part of the
That's a
search.
Virgo
She's
in
going
me,
to be a part.
baby.
She's going to be a
You
part of
in
the
my
search
trunk.
party looking for you. So when everybody's out screaming, right, you're going to be out there screaming right along with them with the flashlight looking for them.
Hello. You in my trunk.
Got some killers on this panel. Tanya,
Yeah.
what feelings does it stir up in you when you overhear a confrontation between your child and their mate? You hear furniture screaming and glasses breaking.
It's gonna pull up protective mode. Let me call somebody to go over here to handle this. But like Robert said, when you get there, they sitting at the dinner table. everybody's lovey-dovey. You know, I've had some situations where it's gotten physical, and they're right back there. You can't get in the middle of it because they're gonna be right back with them. But I'll take it a step further and start to give them information on what it's like to be in a domestic
Violent situation.
situation, and what are the signs that this person is a domestic abuser.
Yep.
And that you need to get yourself up out of there.
So Mama Bear, protective mode comes into play. So that's in that situation. And you're coming in with ways to empower he or she. And you're bringing backup and presenting an exit strategy for them. Am I correct in saying that?
That's right.
All right. Let's go on to Timmy. What type of feelings does that stir up in you when you overhear a physical confrontation over the phone with one of your children and their mate?
I feel like the mothers. I'm heading over to see what's going on. Now, if it's the dude, I might go in there and slap pound on it. Now, before I go there, I will call my backup, the men in blue. So by the time they get there, they can take him out in handcuffs after I fucking blooded him up.
You know you might be going too, right?
You are.
Yeah.
So,
you are because you assaulted him. You know, they're going to take you too.
So, that's for my kids. That's what I do. I go to jail for my kids.
The only thing you can do real quick is put them to a nap. And then they say, well, why is he waking up? I don't know. He passed out while we was tussling.
You going to jail.
No, sir. You don't have no bruises on him or nothing. You're saying you was restraining this person and he fainted because he smoked cigarettes or whatever he do. He couldn't match my stamina.
But then what happens when your daughter or your son is pointing the finger at you?
Yeah.
I know.
Then
that's when. Then I'm a content creator. I take the policeman's gun and I shoot everybody and myself.
Oh, okay. Let's Sean. Same scenario. I'm telling you, boy.
The FBI be checking you out.
Sean,
got your phone tapped, boy.
Same question. You pull up. There's a conference.
You all right now?
You overhear a confrontation over the phone. What feelings, emotions does that stir up in you as the parent?
I'm like everybody else. I'm on the next thing smoking over there. And depending on what I heard and how it sounded to me, I might ask questions right away, or might be some questions after the fact.
Okay, so everybody's in protective mode. And
first ask questions later.
All right.
Yeah, but Sean, you ain't gonna be no answer to your questions if you put the dude to sleep.
Hello.
Well, he went to sleep on account of what you heard.
Somebody's got to answer something. Somebody's going to be speaking. It might not be him. Somebody's going to answer some questions. Why did I have to put my hands on this dude?
Yep. So in other words, you might be putting this person in the trunk just right along with me.
Oh, that's you want company. Gregory.
I'm gonna say, you was done, big dog?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, logically, you should try to calm the person down.
Hold on, stop.
Ask them what happened. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen in reality.
Hold on. I just want
that ain't gonna happen.
No, wait. I just want to be clear about this. This is the youngest person on the panel, one of the youngest persons on the panel, and his approach was first logic. Go ahead, please proceed.
How he always comes.
Try to calm the person down and figure out, do I gotta come over there and whoop a mother sucker's ass? And then after that, this is what's really gonna happen. You're gonna end up calling everybody because they're gonna end up hanging up the phone somewhere in their argument with the person over there. And you're gonna call everybody, I need to go get my people. ridiculous the way that we think, but it happens like that. That's
Yeah.
just the
But
truth.
that's my case scenario, Greg.
Okay,
That's it.
all right, let's go. We
No,
got
but everybody fights though, so it's kind of crazy. Even the best relationships, they have fights.
no.
So
Let's
when
be
it gets
clear.
toxic, you gotta step in as a
Let's
parent.
be clear about this. An argument and a fight is something totally different. A fight
Right.
is
It's
physical.
physical.
An
Right.
argument
Yeah,
is
but if you
verbal.
It's
hearing
just
furniture
that.
moving, that's
No, I'm
physical.
saying an argument is a fight too. It's a shouting match. It's a shouting fight.
But it's verbal.
It's a tongue.
It's
It's a
Yeah.
verbal.
tongue match.
It's
And
all
we're
a
It's a
fight.
talking
tongue.
And
about more than
before it
verbal,
turns
Gregory.
physical, you're gonna have an argument anyways when it's
Yeah,
getting
but
It's a
that's what I'm
personal.
tongue.
saying.
It's
There's a
a tongue
difference.
match, though.
There's a difference.
It's,
But if you
it's a,
listen to the scenario, I said there was furniture moving, there
It's
was
stuck to the bottom.
screaming, crying, and there was breaking dishes and
glass
stuff
and
like that. What
yeah.
does that sound like to you?
It sounds like he's
Sound like
losing
a breakup.
shit.
Somebody gotta pack their things and go.
Well,
Bottom line, you gotta get the hell out
I
of
like
You
there.
that.
right.
I
Soon as
like
shit
that.
Gotta
getting
go.
broken, yep. You right, Gregory.
All right,
It's a breakup.
let's stay right there. Talk about breakups. So, situation. A lot of times you get these the young ladies, and don't take this the wrong way, but women are more emotional where it comes to things like that. And here you go, the dad. This is facts now. They claim this is what they claim. Dads are not as emotional as mom. Dad sits back and he tends to let things play out. Mom is more hands-on. She got to get all up in it. So
Yeah.
she goes in, she has the initial confrontation. She goes right
Withdraw
to
dads and
be it son's mate or daughter's mate. Mom is not about waiting. She's about, getting right in there. And then she brings it back to dad. And dad usually is trying to tell her to stay out of it. This is what they claim.
yep.
This is what they claim. All right. So now that y'all got that, right? They claim the woman is more hands-on. Now, I'm gonna ask the panel as a whole. You, as the parent, tells your child's mate, I don't like them for you. So either you break up with them or you break up with us. What do you do in that situation? And your daughter tells you, well, your daughter or your son tells you, I made my choice. I'm choosing them. What do you do in that situation? Sean? Yeah,
Sounds on me.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm gonna be very hurt, sad, upset, and gonna try to support her the best way that I can. But um, yeah, I don't know, and that's a tough one.
Okay, so
That's a tough
Sean
one.
said if she chooses to remain with the no good, then he's gonna have to wish her well. Am I correct in saying that?
What's going on here? Okay, yep, yes, you are correct.
All
It's
right,
gonna be a tough one, but that's her decision. That's the best she's gotta lay in.
all right. So you gonna let her wade in the water. All right.
Hmm.
Let's get a female's perspective. Gina, you still with us?
I'm still here.
Okay.
I would never give my child an ultimatum. If that's what that was a question, right?
Yeah,
It's either us
basically.
or them. I'm never gonna give my son an ultimatum. If he don't stop messing with this girl, then I'm done. I would never do that ever in life. At the end of the day, I will have to deal with it because that's my son and I'm gonna be there for him and whatever decision that he chooses. Period.
Okay, good answer. Robert, same scenario, same question. you as the parent, you're telling your child that either they break up with the no good, or you break up with them. You either depart ways with them or you gotta depart ways with me.
He's
All right,
on mute.
Gregory.
I don't think you give them an ultimatum, but you definitely, like I said earlier, if it's getting toxic, you need to step in. So if they're not letting you in, you need to go to the person that's closest to them. Excuse me. Go to the person that's closest to them and try to get them to step in, or somebody that their best friend, one of a relative or something, a cousin. You know, to try to talk to them and then have them talk to your daughter.
Or your son.
Because you definitely, or your son, because you definitely need to step in if it's getting toxic and not watch it until somebody's murdered. Because these people are crazy nowadays. You see all these dudes are killing these girls, and then women are stabbing men too. So it's kind of crazy.
Hmm. All right, ladies, Patsy, same scenario. You give your child an ultimatum. I don't like where this is going. This person's not good for you. So you either sever the tides, or I'm gonna do so with you.
Like, I'm gonna agree with some of the panel. Like, I wouldn't give them an ultimatum per se, but you know, you either need to resolve this, or you need to come to my back home for a little while and take a break from this person, let shit calm down. And y'all can still talk on the phone, but y'all ain't living together for a little while until you kind of calm down and kind of come to a better understanding of seeing eye to eye without the abuse, without the heated confrontation. Y'all need to go to counseling, but you are coming back home with me. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It needs to calm down. Or get divorced or whatever it is that y'all need to do. Break up.
Okay.
But y'all need to come home for now until things settle down and you resolve the issue.
Okay. Tanya?
I'm gonna do a little bit of everything. I'm not giving an ultimatum, but I'm gonna be constantly in their ear, telling them that it's not a good situation. They can come back home for a little while until it gets settled. You don't. This is not the person for you, especially if there's kids involved. You don't want your kids to see this type of behavior and think that it's okay. No. So I'm gonna do a little bit of all of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a holistic approach.
All right. All right. That's a good approach. Brimage, are you back with us?
No,
All right.
he's still away from the phone.
Timmy, same thing.
He's getting his dogs together.
Do you give them an
Right.
ultimatum, or do you what do? You in the situation, what do? You know this person's no good for him or her, and you tell them either they break up with the offender, or you're gonna part ways with them.
Well, as a parent, you never your role as a parent is never done. And
You're hitting the wrong
ultimatum,
button, sir. You're hitting the
ultimatum,
wrong button. Abort.
Gregory, you're talking over Timmy.
ultimatums are not good to do with your kids. That's a negative. Far as like Patsy said, you can grab your kid and tell them if they still want to be in that relationship, then tell them you can always get a break, get away from that, and come until things calm down. But you never give them an ultimatum, you know. you're always gonna be a parent to your kids, whether they're 30, 50 years old, because your parent as your kid and you as a parent, your kids, whether they're teenagers, grown, they always come to talk to you about something, whether it's about relationship, money problems, everything. So your job as a parent is never over. You always gonna be a parent to the day you die.
All right, well said. All right, let me ask you guys this question. Um, so do you guys think a mother or the father can exhibit these type of failings when it comes to their children's relationship, jealousy and envy? Do you think it stems from the mother or the father? Gina?
Sorry, my phone's on mute. Um, that's weird. I don't know. I know that some mothers may feel like I want to use the word jealous, but if I must, then it's some mothers would feel jealous of their sons giving stuff, or I don't even know. Like, what do you be jealous of? Because that ain't your man. I don't know. Just money, I guess. I don't know. More attention, but that's not your man. I think any mom that would feel quote unquote jealous of their son probably don't have a man and they just lonely, I guess. I don't know.
So you think this behavior is highly exhibited by the woman? Am I correct in saying this? The mother or the father?
Yes,
So you
I've
believe
never
it's
seen no father get upset from being jealous of their daughter's husband or significant other.
okay, stand
Weird.
on that. Stand on that. Patsy, Patsy, do you think it's the mother
Um,
or the father that exhibits that type of behavior, jealousy and envy of their children?
I'm gonna agree with Gina. It goes more with the mothers and the fathers, and that's pretty much where I don't know if you can ever seen that show Smothering. That's what a mother does. Is like if they ain't got no life, no man, no whatever, no hobbies or nothing, and especially if they only have a single one child, they're gonna smother their child. They ain't got nothing else to do but smother their child, spoil it, and get meddle into their child's love life, every aspect of their grown adult child, and smother that grown child to death
Okay,
and smother their relationship.
okay.
I'm so sorry, I was having technical difficulties.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
we'll
Yes,
come
yes, you
right to
were.
you. All right, so Robert,
yes, he was.
do you think the mother or the father is guilty of this behavior, being jealous of their child's mate?
That depends on. It can be vice versa. Say for the woman, your son meets some lady, and she is everything the mother wish she could have been in her younger years. She's doing everything a lady should do, um, as a grown up. She's not dependent on anyone. She's independent. She's well spoken. She has manners. And she's great for your son. They could be a little jealous, but at the same time, they're a little scared that you're taking something away from them, and that's why they could be a little jealous because now this lady's coming in. She is an excellent choice for my son, but she's ripping the love of my life, my son, out of my heart. I might not see him as much. I might not be able to talk to him as much. So that could be the factor on both ends with the father with his daughter, the mother with her son, or the mother with the daughter, and the father with the son. They could be worrying about this person is that type of person, is good for their child, but they're thinking that they're gonna see less and talk less to them. So it's like kind of certain like what mommy say when we get an apartment. Oh, not everybody just gonna up and leave me. They feel like you're going on with your life and you're gonna forget about them.
So do you believe it's the mother or the father or both?
I believe it could happen with both parents. They
Okay,
can get a little insecure and jealous of, your relationship.
okay, so you saying it's both. Gina said it's the mother. Patsy, you said what?
The mother.
The mother. Okay, Tanya,
Both.
reason being?
Reason being, because I'm gonna say that in some instances, the father can be a little jealous of the daughter's significant other because he's used to doing everything for his daughter. He used to being the one that she comes to for that support, the being a daddy's girl, and he's always there for her. So if a man comes in and he's taking on the qualities that he provides for the daughter, he could be a little jealous. Vice versa with the mother. I don't think it has, and I think it has to do with how she tended for her son, loved on him, and took care, provided for him. Same scenario as I have for the father is the same for the mother.
You understand it? Basically, almost similar to what I was telling you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I said both.
Yeah.
So Rob and Tanya is in agreement, says both. Timmy, mom or dad?
Yeah, I agree. It could be both. I agree with Tanya, Rob. It could be both. Because you have some dads that are possessive over their daughters. They just don't want their daughters with anybody. They're so protective. You know, they know, and I think when it's like that, it probably is them reflecting on something they done did to somebody, and they looking at it, oh, from the outside. Oh, I know that person did it to me. I better warn my daughter or my son about this before they go too far. And so I think most of the time people be trying to project something that probably happened to them, and they know those signs, so they are reacting to it.
Hmm. Well said, well said. Sean, mom or
Yeah, I
dad?
think for the most part, I think it's the mom. I mean, it can be both, but for the most part, I think it's the mom because she's losing her baby, male or female.
Mm-hmm. All
So
right.
mhm.
You got more?
Nope, that's it.
Gregory?
I'm gonna stick with my guns. I'm gonna lean towards the mothers, and I'm gonna say this to the fellas that have experienced a father like that. You run from that girl. If the father doesn't like you, he's gonna send all types of obstacles in your way to stop you from being with his daughter. He's gonna make sure you don't be with her.
So let me just tell you this.
Not if he take you to a Celtics game or something like that, or boxing.
He might be trying to snuff you then.
But let me
Mm-hmm.
say, so I'm gonna say this to you guys before I give you your answer. So basically, when it comes to the father does not discriminate when it comes to the guys that's trying to, no one's good enough for his daughter to date. So that's basically
Of
what it is.
course.
The father does not discriminate. No one's good enough for his daughter to date. That's his attitude. That's his approach. Most fathers' approach. I don't like not. One of you dudes come. I don't want to see you around here on my doorsteps. She don't need you to carry her books. That's what she got a book bag for.
He's lurking around the corner. He's lurking around the corner, standing across the street.
You don't need to. You don't need to.
I wish I had a father that did that.
You don't have to pick up.
He see you coming. He blowing the whistle. Telling you, hey, I see you. Get away from her.
I dealt with it.
That's right.
I dealt with it. I dealt with the father ringing the doorbell. Where's my daughter? I said, go out the back door.
Yeah.
He said, I know she's in there. I said, how would you know that he wasn't following her? Now I dealt with a father. I dealt with a father driving my coat all the way back to my house and said, my daughter
He was in there, Uncle Rob.
Cannot accept no coats from you, and nor she would be in a relationship with you.
Yeah. So that's the same girl that your mother made you go get your candy.
That was a different one.
I told you. All right, so here's your answer. Both women and men can be guilty of that jealous and envious factor.
That's right.
Because the man, like Rob said, so here.
Wait a minute. That man was out there with his wife too. They both tried to come in the house that day. I know my daughter's in there.
Hold on. Because you talk about a different story. The contributing factors, the leading factors are most of the dudes in this situation, and well, y'all take me off point. Like y'all said, y'all covered it. It's fear of losing their position in their child's life. It's the dynamic change. I'm no longer the number one priority.
That's right.
I'm not the love of my daughter's life no more. This guy is trying to upstage me.
Well, hold on, because that person that's still your damn daughter, right? So you can tell the motherfucker that, hey, this is my damn daughter. You don't tell her she can't come to see me. Shit, oh hell no.
It's not that cheap.
That might be your wife,
Timmy,
but
that's what you
as
as a parent may assume, because you're feeling lack of closeness.
Acknowledgement.
Her being there more, her talking to you on the phone more, and all of these things.
You can definitely tell her.
You start taking on those feelings. It don't be the case. It be you feeling left out of the equation.
That's the other thing that I was going to tell you. Unresolved issues with your family. So if you've already witnessed this play out with other family members, probably your mama and your daddy's situation with your grandparents, then you hold on to feelings like that when it comes to yours. Put it this way, if your mama did it to you, your daddy did it to you, you're more likely to do it to yours. And again, because most dudes don't like no dudes sniffing around their daughters. Their daughters is precious. Now, and you hope that
they don't want the low life, the chumps, the thugs and the bums around.
I stay right there.
They want somebody that that's out to do a career or
that's
something going to build to something greater, not still be down in the goddamn mud and ain't doing nothing but doing the same old what do they call that? The same old scenario, the statistics that they say that's all the people, the ones that I named off, the stereotype. That's all. That's what they gonna put you in. But so the fathers don't want their daughters to have those type of dudes. They want their daughters to be with somebody that's gonna be on the level to rise to something greater, or someone that's have a steady job and is doing good. He's building. He got a car. He got a house. You know, he's
Yeah,
doing
you
something.
you want all those things for your child, for your daughter, but that could still play against you too, because what if you are a man that's coming up short, meaning the father? This young dude is able to offer her all those things that you failed to offer her. He's able to buy her a car. He might be a drug dealer, but he's able to
I'm
buy
gonna
her a
tell you what
car.
he's gonna do, Uncle
He
D.
could buy her
He's gonna say,
clothes. He could
"I
take her
like
on
him. I see a
trips.
lot of me in him."
You ain't able to do that. So can become envious of this man, despite the fact you don't want your daughter to be with him because he's no good. But she ain't seeing all that. She's seeing everything that you failed to do for her. Now you got to have you got to check yourself at that situation, because how much of this is about them and how much is this is about you. You
But
see?
see, that's why you have it's a thin line to cross, right? You you don't want to really cross the line, but you want to be like right there on the line, just in case that person cross, then you can jump across there and grab them by the neck and choke them out.
I see. I
Parents
don't.
have a problem. Parents have a problem with um a sense of belonging and being needed by their children. Once they don't feel like they fit in or belong in the child's choices in life, or them needing them as much, it start to play a factor on their hearts, how
Hell,
they feel towards their children. Someone else
hell,
someone else came in and swept them off of their feet, and they're no longer mom's little poo poo.
Because
shit.
what
Shit,
if
when
your
the damn
son?
kids come, when the goddamn kids come, they gonna be wanting mommy
Uh,
or daddy to be there. See,
good
so
night, good night, Patsy.
you
Good
can't,
night.
you
Good
can't.
Good
night,
night.
Pastor.
Good
Good
night,
night.
Pat.
So let me bring this back
I
to
had one too many.
what we were saying. You know what? We got one video. Let's go to that short real quick. Gregory, can you
Yes.
show that? Hold on, Tim.
Give me 1 second.
Oh,
A lot of times with
out
moms,
there. You
especially
said
if you're
give me
his
a second.
first girlfriend, it happens all the time. So your boyfriend's mom doesn't like you. It happens all the time. It could be for a number of reasons. And here's the thing, it may actually have nothing to do with you. It really may not. A lot of times with moms, especially if you're his first girlfriend, first or second girlfriend, it's hard for her to let go. It's hard for her to let go of her boy because you're the new woman in her son's life. She's been the woman in her son's life since he was a toddler, and now you step into the game. So it can be very hard for a mother to let go, and that could be what you're dealing with right now, and why she doesn't like you, because she feels like you're stepping into her territory. So the best thing you can do in a situation like this is be respectful of her, but stand your ground. Don't take crap from her. Don't allow her to walk all over you, because she will respect the fact that you're standing your ground. And at some point it will make her go, well, at least he's got a tiger at his side. And that can actually make you even more appealing to her, as opposed to you essentially giving into her and taking whatever she has to give you.
Okay, ladies, how do you feel about that? Let's go to Gina first. Gina, how do you feel about what he said? Do you feel like a woman feels threatened by the new woman in her son's life? and if you back
Um,
down, then she's gonna lose even more respect for you.
yes, I feel like if you have a mother-in-law or your significant other's mom, she's giving you a hard time, the best thing to do is be respectful, be as respectful as you possibly can, but also stand your ground. Don't be no punk because then she's gonna walk all over you.
Mm.
I would.
Oh, okay. You hear this, Junior? Get ready. I got some stuff in store for you. Tanya, how you
I'm a second what Gina said. You can only be as respectful as you can, but at some point, you do have to stand your ground.
Amen.
okay? So let me ask the guys a different question. Have you ever been in a situation? So let me be clear about this. This woman is got an issue with this other woman because she's coming in and she's new and she's usurping her in a sense. Like she feels like that she's putting her out the pasture, like setting her aside. There can only be one. And since there can only be one, I am the one. Queen Bee. That's it. So
Mama D type, man.
uh let me ask you, Sean, have you ever been in a situation like that where um your mother's ever had an issue with your new girl because she feel like she's trying to replace her?
No, never. Nope. Never been in a situation like that. And I've been very fortunate that every young lady I ever dealt with, my mom took a liking to, and vice versa.
Okay, well, they was lucky. Now, okay, now stay right there. What about your daughters? What about your sons and their mothers? Have you ever witnessed
Um,
anything with them where your son's mothers did not like their mates?
yeah, one of my exes, she's not a fan of her son's wife. So not a big fan, but that's only because of the way they kind of treat each other.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
one of them scenarios where for a long time there was probably an absence of a male representation, like adult male representation, and the son was filling the role of the man in the house.
Possibility.
Hmm.
Not over there. What you
That's what happens often. Uh, Gregory, you ever been in a situation? This is gonna be interesting. Gregory, you still with us?
Yes, sir.
All right. Have you ever been in a situation like that where your mom's felt like the girl was trying to replace her and it just set off a whole bunch of fireworks? There was nothing that this girl can do to make her like her.
No, I don't think she ever felt like somebody was trying to replace her, but she has not liked a lot of my my counterparts sometimes. She just didn't like that one.
Okay, because at first I was like, did you not understand the question? So we let's be clear about this. You're saying your mother hasn't liked if any, she ain't like many of your female
Well, it's a trial and error stage, especially
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
in a relationship with the person. You don't
Oh,
know
I
the
wish
Uh,
she was present to
but
answer
see,
this.
there was one that she liked the
Hold on,
most
Timmy,
of.
you can't answer for him.
abracadabra. Remember Dukes answer question.
Oh, she's there.
Yeah. Now I know she
Oh, okay.
liked it
Hold on, Timmy.
one out of the many
Hold on.
millions.
Give her a chance to step up to the mic.
I do not know why y'all are disturbing my dinner.
We don't care about your dinner. That comes every night at the same time. So please enlighten us. So Gregory said he don't know if you ever had say it again, Gregory, so she can hear you.
You don't think he like none of his chicks.
Timmy,
I
you
said
got
I never
several
had
names.
her feel like somebody's trying to replace her,
Absolutely
but
not.
I've had a
They
lot of
can't.
girls that she didn't like, and it's a trial and error. You never know because
I
relationships
said
work
she
that way,
liked it one of
especially
them.
when you're about to bring somebody around your family. You never know what they're gonna say about this person until it's a meet and
I
greet.
know she liked it one of them though.
Timmy,
Your
after
first
I answer the
impression is
question,
everything all the
Josie,
time.
let me present the question to you. Have you liked any of his prospects?
Yeah, a few of them. I have. I
Have you
have.
have you ever felt threatened by any of the prospects?
That's not a real question. It's not a real question at all. Not a real question. It's not a real
It's
question.
not even
Not
worth
to any.
presenting to her, Dave.
It
So
ain't even
anyway,
worth a fucking answer
All
for
right,
that.
do you think there's been enough trials and errors? I mean, where you at this point? Whereas as a mother, what do you feel about have you ever been envious or jealous of any of his female counterparts?
David, that's not a question.
I think I got my answer. I think I got
You
my
gonna
answer.
keep getting the same
Okay,
answer.
so thank you for taking away from your dinner.
Let me just say this.
Oh,
All
there's
of the
more.
young ladies, all of the young ladies that are up and coming, that's what they are. They're up and coming. I have my days, but however, you're not on my level. So there's no question about was I jealous or envy. You're not on my level. You haven't even
Right.
walked in the footsteps that I've begun to walk in. So when you get there, we'll talk then.
So can I ask you this question? I made a statement where I said most women feel like there can only be one. So is it safe to say that you are the one in any mathematical equation?
Of course.
I am my son's mother. I
Mm-hmm.
am what brought him into this world, me and his
Mm-hmm.
father.
Mm-hmm.
And there should never be any type of competition. And if a young lady or vice versa, a young man is trying to come into someone's world and even conduct something of that nature, I don't even know why you would want to be affiliated nor associated with something like that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That's a good answer. Mr. Brimich, you still
You
with us?
forgot, period.
Yes, I am.
All right. So Robbie, how you feel about that video where they're saying that the mother is maybe threatened because this new female presence is taking priority over her son's life.
I go back to saying the only way the mom can start developing feelings like that is if she was in her son's life for a very long period of time where he wasn't dating as much or should I say not for a long period of time. It was like it was just a hookup. But when it becomes personal and he wants to um get into a relationship that might last for months and years, a long time, she can start feeling that um everything that she was or is doing for him might lessen and he might not need her as much because this woman that is involved with him now can do that and more. She can cook, she can keep a shelter, she pays bills, she goes to work. She's the only thing different that she's giving him that moms will never be able to give or should and want to give is sex. Um and like even intimacy without even penetration. that's about all she can give them. The different. So if the mother feels threatened, it's maybe time for her to sit down with her son and say, hey son, I mean, before this lady came in, before she came in, it was just me and you. I want to make sure you still can make some me and you time where I don't feel like I'm being left out of your life. I still want to know that I matter. So pick up the phone sometimes, call me, moms, I love you. How you doing? Stop by sometimes. I'm just checking in, moms. I'm here to maybe cook for you or sit and if you need the trash done or do you need me to go to groceries for you or maybe clean something in your house for you. And just to let you know, I love you and nothing changed. You might not see as much as me as of late, but I'm still that boy that you brought into this world,
You see,
caring and loving my mother. So if you ever doubt it, give me a call and I will reassure you I still love you.
All right, so stay right there because I want to get your final thoughts. So, and everybody listen to what I'm saying, so be clear about this. And
but that
Josie,
was
if
a
you're,
soap opera shit. I heard it.
hold on, Timmy. I can't get I gotta give them.
Hey, she's just spectating. I just made her come.
No,
That was
no,
a
no, no,
magic
no,
act.
no, 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 no.
Yes, sir.
Too
She
late for
wasn't in
that.
this
We're
conversation.
gonna, we're gonna, we're gonna close out. We're gonna get everybody that's currently on the panel. So we got Sean, we got Timmy, we got Gregory, we got Robert, we got Gina. Gina, you still with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, Tanya, you still with us?
Yep.
All right, these is everybody's final thoughts. Okay, I'm gonna give it to you. So, would you guys all be in agreement? Would you all say that you have a good account of a good clear understanding of who you are and what position you play in your mother's your parents' lives as their child, their adult children? Did I say too much? Do you guys got it?
Say it again, please.
Do you
You
No,
said
know?
again, I'm
no, say
sorry.
that again, big
Do
dog. You
you
said it
know
good.
who you? All right. Is everybody clear about who they are?
Mm-hmm.
I,
Yes.
Yeah.
I
do,
Yes.
am
do
that
you
I
know? I
am.
mean, some of y'all don't seem sure. Are you clear about the position in your family structure? And are you clear about that?
I'm
Yes.
Yes.
definitely clear.
Oh, yeah.
Are you clear about the role that you play as it relates to your mom and your dad?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. So are you clear about what your mom and your dad likes and dislikes?
Yes.
Yep.
Everybody's clear about that? Okay. So now,
Yes.
so stick to the question. So the question is, if you had to have a conversation with your current mate or future mate, and you would say to them, my mama and daddy don't like you because Robert,
My mom and dad doesn't like you because how you do their child wrong, how you talk to their child with such disrespect, how you disregard the love their son is laying all upon you and around you. You are not the right choice. So they would like you because, I mean, they would dislike you because all the wrong you are doing or um how you talk to me.
sound like you've been practicing this. Say it with your chest. You've been waiting to say that to somebody, huh? All
It
right.
just is it what it is. It is what it is.
All right. Gregory, same question. My
I
mom
don't know how
and
to say
dad,
this. My mom and my dad don't like you. They don't like the way that you talk to me. They don't like the way that you treat me. They don't like what they heard about you in the streets. They don't like the way that we argue when we answered the phone. Everything we talked about on the anything toxic, my parents don't like it.
Okay.
You're toxic.
Oh, okay. They don't like the toxicity. Timmy, my mom and dad don't like you because.
You're loud. You're drunk. You don't know how to talk. You talk fucking stupid. You don't talk intelligent enough. You talk too gibberish.
We gotta spell check that one. All right, that's your answer. Sean, my mom and dad don't like you because.
Um, who had my mom? Attitude. Don't like her attitude. Yeah, I've only experienced that one time with my parents. And this young lady is yeah, she's just a little too ratchet for my mom and dad.
So the answer would be they don't like your attitude because you're too ratchet.
Mm,
Okay.
No, no home training whatsoever.
Oh,
But know that you did have some because they knew your parents.
oh, that's a good one.
That
That's a good one. All right.
ratchet's in.
Josie, I'm gonna give you the chance if you're still there to answer the question. My mom and dad don't like you because.
The way you carry it.
That's it.
That's it. The way you carry
That's it.
yourself
And you
says a
talking
lot.
about you talking
That's
about
It's volume.
crazy.
you talking about our father and mother? They that
Um,
grief?
I'm gonna say my mother definitely would say some craziness because of the way you carry yourself. You in the streets, it's the way you carry yourself. You got 4 different babies' mothers, the way you carry yourself.
That carry yourself. Mm-hmm.
What about
So
dad?
I'm, flat out like, oh God, you couldn't do nothing that wasn't right in his eyes because he definitely was going to, put it out there. It's wrong.
Did you
That's
see that
not right.
Joker's? Did you see that Joker's shoe
Yeah, I'm
size?
telling
How
you, you
she
couldn't even come here
he?
looking like you just woke up. No, she
Yeah.
didn't care about herself, Look at the way she's carrying herself. That's your friend, I
What
might
is
be in
that, baby?
question then. So I could say, yeah, I'm gonna go with the way she carries herself, or you carry yourself, period.
All right. The way you carry yourself. No, it's not up there on the board. Sorry, Steve. Here we go. Robert, we did Robert. We got 2 ladies left. Gina.
Actually, Antonio.
Nope, Gina and Tanya. Gina, it's on you, darling. My mom and my dad
My
don't like you because.
my mom and dad don't like you because
Tell them how you
you're
feel.
you're disrespectful. My
Mm-hmm.
mom and dad don't like you because you're a mama's boy. My
Mm-hmm.
mom and dad don't like you because you can't take onus for anything that you do. My mom and dad don't like you because you grew up in a home with the mom and dad, but yet you don't know how to act like a parent.
Right.
You don't treat your child the way your parents treat you. My mom and dad don't like you because you dress like a hoodlum. You dress like you sell drugs. What's wrong with you? My mom and dad don't like you because you don't have your priorities straight. You don't have you're flashy, but it's all a lie. You're a show clown.
Mm.
Use
My
a Hummer
family don't
stunner.
like
Use a Hummer
my
stunner.
family, right? My family don't like you because you're just not you're not it wasn't meant to be. We're not meant to be. You're not the person for me. My family don't like you because we're not supposed to be together.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that one. Toxic. Um, Tanya, I'm gonna let you bring it home. Same question. My mom and my daddy don't like you because.
Is this for my current mate?
This is for whatever you want to, who you want to say it to.
Well, I can't say it to my current mate because my mother and my father loved him. My mother's no longer here, and she loved him.
So
My
say it to
father.
the one that they dislike. What did they?
Okay.
What would your mother and
My
dad say
mom
to
and my
someone they
dad don't
dislike?
like you because you went through her mail.
Mm.
You a cheater. You a cheater.
You
And a
little
liar.
random scavenger. Why are you going through her mail?
And you're
Let her
sneaky.
finish. Go ahead.
And you're sneaky.
Mm.
Untrustworthy. Alcoholic.
Mm.
Hostile environment. There it is.
Okay. All right. So that being said, guys, these type of discussions are so that you can elevate. They're supposed to empower you. They're supposed to uplift you. It's going to help you grow if you pay attention. So in most situations, young ladies, young men, the parents of your mates may dislike you due to how you represent yourself, and largely in part, how you treat their children. So, for the guys, when dealing with the dads, it's not for you to try to outdo the dads. Just be clear about it. In certain cultures, there's a bar. And usually when it comes to the male representation, that's who sets the bar. So you have to be able to stand up to that. This ain't a limbo.
Buy him a new car.
This is not a limbo situation. So you can't be trying to maneuver under it the lower as it get. We're not interested in lowering the bar for you and seeing if you can maneuver under it. We set the bar at a certain level. It's up to you to raise the bar as you raise up your union. Now, for the ladies, those of you that are fortunate enough to come across a man, you are supposed to represent yourself as his equal, the female counterpart. You have to show equal positive representation. You have to carry yourself like a lady, so there is no question by any of the existing ladies, the ladies that are of the family, of the circle, of the bloodline, so there would be no reason for them to question your representation as a lady. So, again, if your father mistreated your mama, and if your mama mistreated your daddy, then perhaps all of you guys need to find better representation, better models, so that you can model some positive behavior when you encounter this potential family that you are trying to convince that you belong, because it's not for the existing members to convince you that they belong, because they are already here. If you show anything less than what they are accepting of, I should say, then you won't be welcome to eat at that table. You will not
You are the
be
weakest link.
welcome into
Goodbye.
that circle. So again, remember that. We must rise to the occasion. It's not important for you to rise above the mother or the father. You're not trying to convince the mother and father anyways. You're supposed to be convincing your mate that you're good for him. And if you're good for him, based upon what the tutelage that his mother and dad gave, that they gave to them, be it a female or a male, then chances are you still, and I'm just being honest with you, you still may not live up to mom and dad's expectations because, again, they set the bar very high. So, women, just know this. When it comes to the mother, ain't nobody good enough for her baby boy. When it comes to the
Ferrari
dad,
45
ain't
SL
nobody good
36.
enough for his baby girl. So you have to decide if this is a situation that you want to partake in, if this is good enough for you. What are you getting out of it? If you're giving more than what you're receiving, then in each situation, it's not for you. Good night. This has been a Still a Man podcast.